Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah, we got it.
New 52 booklet.
Somebody clip this.
Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I'm your host, Jared, and today I'm reviewing Immortal Rising Volume 1. Now, before I go into this, I want to remind you all to like, comment, subscribe, share the video so more indie creators are able to have their work appreciated by the larger comic book community. And be sure to become a member, because if you become a member, you get these reviews a day early. So technically, this is Indie Tuesday for all the members, but still. So you guys may remember I did actually a hangout stream with Aaron, with the author of this book, Aaron C. He came on. I'll put the link up top here. Like I'll put like the card for it up there. So Immortal Rising. So what this book is about, first off, it's a high fantasy like team book, and he described it as basically like kind of like DND, which is cool. So you got a couple of different characters. So you got Drake Hardy, who's an immature, brash, and inexperienced. He is tasked with escorting the twin princes of the kingdom on a ceremonial hunt. His life has changed forever as fate steals from him his promising future. Then we have Lorelei Thrace, calm, pragmatic, and caring. She has finally achieved her greatest goal by becoming a ranger, but treachery lurks behind every tree, and some predators aren't easy to spot. And then you have Muhammad ibn Fadlan, pious, stubborn, and compassionate. He is on a quest for retribution against the undead lords of Dracula. And he embarks on his first mission. As he embarks on his first mission, his god directs him to the greatest challenge yet. So, what this book basically is, all right. So, what's cool about this is Aaron basically tells two stories in one. The first story, which is about 34 pages, it's called The Calling. It transports the reader to the foreign world of Terra. A party of heroes is now in a desperate fight to survive in the land of the undead lords of Dracula as an evil empire invades from the stars. So that's the first part. So basically, it is the story with Drake, Lorelei, Muhammad, Dareth, all the characters that you think of with this book. Then what's cool is that you also have the Knights of Locutus, which is a 10-page story at the end of the book. And what this discusses, it follows the story of an epic war of the gods as they battle against the evil forces of Balmain. And I believe what Aaron had said to us is that way you get to tell the more grounded story, and then the more cosmic-oriented part of the narrative and all this ties together, which is really cool about this. And that's why, because with this book, what's really cool is there's something for everyone in this. Because if you like standard D&D, like party, team, Justice League like stories, you can read the first 30 pages of the book. 34 pages of the book. If you like more gods, you can read the 10-page, or you can just read both, and then you get a more complete picture of the world. And that's one of the main things I will praise this book for, besides the art, because the art is very, very, it's vibrant, it's energetic, and what's cool about it is that the art, once you get to the god portion, to the Knights of Locutus, it starts to become a little more sophisticated. So it's communicating a more, I don't want to say higher theme, but it's kind of like, I would say, because it just becomes like befitting of gods, in other words. So that's kind of where I align that characterization of the art. Like Here's an example of the art for the Knights of Locutus. It's very Warhammer inspired. Then here's the one for the Calling. Here's some examples of the art there. So yeah, it's really cool. Again, the art is very vibrant. The effects, the coloring, the blood spurts I love, and as well as the onomatopoeias, because everything is like creatively like put together in a way that it's just a feast for the eyes, if you will. So that's chapter 1. I'm not going to go into the plot or anything like that because I want you guys to pick up the book if you can and read it fresh. But it meets with the Comics League seal of approval. I give the book a 10 out of 10 for 100% for the writing and the art, and also for the creativity, because the creativity is like off the roof with this. And then I also enjoy that like the inside front cover is like a map of the world, and then the inside back cover is the designs for 2 of the gods. So again, everything about this book is crafted together really well. Even the front is more of the party and the Calling, and the back is more of the knights. So again, everything in this book is like really, really, really well done. So that's where I'm going to leave it. This is like a 10 out of 10 book. I enjoyed it immensely. And I look forward to having Aaron on the channel. Maybe we can do a follow-up interview now that I've read the book and thoroughly enjoyed it. So on that note, I would like to advise you guys on what we've got coming out on the channel. So this is going to be on Wednesday. So on Friday, we will be doing Under Two Capes, still like figuring out like what podcast that I actually know it. For Under Two Capes, what we're going to host a live debate about the Timverse. So those of you that know me and Nick, we have certain parts about the Bruce Timm DC universe that we vehemently disagree on, namely like the Killing Joke Barbara Gordon thing. And we're going to have a nice civil debate with a moderator and everything. And we're going to like go through it, have our points, both have our chance to equally speak. And we'll even see if we can convince you guys about our individual points. Now, so that's Under Two Capes. In terms of movie night, we are going to be talking about Ghostbusters. So yeah. And then in terms of Super Wonder Legacy, Britt and I are going to be talking about Lois Lane and Steve Trevor and why they are more of a hindrance instead of an aid to the characters. Why Lois and Steve Trevor? Because those are the romances that Superman and Wonder Woman are typically like shoehorned into. So we want to like try and refute the whole these two can't be together because they're so much better off with Lois and Steve. So that's where I'm going to leave it. So that's my content for the next week. If that's something that interests you, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe so you get like notifications for all the content. Become a member because you get a lot of the content early, like this Indie Wednesday review. And you also get access to polls where you can vote on upcoming podcast episodes. So on that note, everyone, stay heroic, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.